Hey, hey, love. Hey, love. Hey, love. Like I said, I'm going to get all four of them done. I'm JC Love, Teacher Love, Coach Love, still a triumphant Thursday, October 28, 2021. This is the Save Our Marriage Empowerment segment. Some ways we do that is with prayer, reflection, inspiration, innovation, courageous conversation, encouragement, enlightenment, evolvement for healthy minded husbands and wives who've brought their self reliance and independence together to build a bridge, lift one another up, and open up doors because you want the best for and from one another. You seek out the best. Oh my gosh, you seek out the best. I love marriage. To me, it's a ministry. It ain't for everybody. It's God's art, and we're the ones that have the paintbrushes to add to the masterpiece. Some people need to stay alone with themselves, as I say, not bothering anybody else, period. Yeah. So, no, these segments aren't for everybody. I do appreciate that you gift me with some of your time as I gift you with some of mine. Every day, every day, every day that we wake up is a new day where we have new experiences. And we're a new person. We ain't the same. When you're married, that includes your spouse. You turn over, it's almost like you're looking at a stranger. You go and look in the mirror, you're looking at a stranger there too, because life is about evolving. Life is about new growth. We change. Some of us change for the good. Others, not so good. Yeah. We have to exercise wisdom, empathy, and compassion with ourselves and with others. Because look at here. They need it too. Okay? You need it. I need it. Do you review previous lessons to see what can apply to what is new? Are you listening to your spouse? Are you being silent? Because they both have the same letters. Listen. Silent and listen have the same letters. Hearing is not the same as listening. There is a difference. So, this is episode 229. And I got one more for the day to where I have at least four. Because the assignment was 365 and I was supposed to do these every day. However, I let my own personal issues and the fact that I wasn't attempting to have that on camera stop me from doing what I finally agreed to do. And I know most people don't care. Others are glad that it's not them. And then there are a few who are like, I'm so glad it's you going through. I know that. And I'm dealing with it. So today, this one is for day 297. And it says, love comes with a blueprint. To sum up, each one of you is to love his own wife as himself. And the wife is to respect her husband. And we all know that respect and love goes both ways. Some of us put more emphasis on the other. After your wedding ceremony, you are free to become everything God meant when it was declared that you are one flesh. And as I said in one of the other segments that I did today, the healthy husband has a vision. And when he has that vision and he's walking in his purpose, it is not difficult to see the woman, the wife, that's needed and what her talents and gifts are before you ever step to her to know this is my teammate, this is my partner, we're gonna do this together. I finished reading a book, 9 to 5 Millionaire, the other day, and in it the former police officer talked about how he met his wife in high school. They're now is in his late 30s. They've been married for quite some time. He always had a vision. He always knew that he wanted to be married, and he knew he wanted to have 3 children. They both discussed that. That's what they wanted. They've been working together ever since. Millionaires. They didn't even realize they were millionaires. He wasn't chasing money, though. It was about making the money work for him, work for them. And it wasn't, you can't do what you're supposed to do. Nuh-uh. Work your God-given talents and gifts. Because when you died. You're going to have to own up for that. And I'm not going to hell because I told you to be quiet. Sit down. That ain't what you're supposed to be doing. When you have a vision, it's easier to grab a team. Some of you know when I coach a community-based league, when I picked my teams, I looked at the overall youngster. I coach boys, pending men. And it was up to me to see everything past just those 30 minutes of watching them to design a team. Everybody had the same vision. They had to have it in order for us to work together. Even those who never had experience before, had never played on an organized team. Telling them what my vision was and what I was looking for, everybody agreed. And each one of us worked what we knew how to work. Okay? But yeah, that is kind of, if I do say so myself, pretty amazing. To take somebody else's kids from all over the city, bring them together, and one group go undefeated, and then several other groups win the championship. Let me go and finish what I was going to do. A blueprint. Okay. Well, you have to be able to achieve oneness in your decision making, even when you begin from differing viewpoints. You are able to achieve oneness in your priorities, even though you may have come together with vastly different backgrounds. You achieve oneness. That doesn't mean that you lose yourself. You achieve oneness. The flow is there. That's your partner. You ain't holding nothing back. Man, you give your all or you throw in the towel. Even your sexual affections toward each other. Even if you've had some kind of impurities in your premarital past. No, it doesn't matter. You're a man. No, you can't boast about hundreds of women and then look at a woman and be like, I've seen that she's dated 20 different men. She ain't marriage material. I've said it before. Don't no woman want a man who's been all over the community. That ain't healthy. Wherever she goes, she got to be looking at some other woman that can look at you and say she had that. Come on now. Just like no man wants to do that either. We all got our premarital past. It takes discipline with the P. Not to share it with everybody. Come on now. And on top of that, you're adding so many other spirits. Let me finish. The man is now the spiritual leader of the new home. The husband is the house bond. Y'all hear me say that often. There are great responsibilities with that. And that's why I say marriage ain't for everybody. It ain't. Some men don't know how to take care of themselves. They don't even follow basic rules, basic laws. So there's no way you can lead a woman anywhere that is conducive to her life. You ever see women that are doing quite well, and then they get with a man that fools them, basically, and completely destroys her life? And here she's left picking up the pieces. Boy, that's personal. That's personal. That's why you have a lot of women that are now, like, you know what? The alternative? No, thank you. No, thank you. What I've been seeing that ain't healthy, that's why I love looking at healthy marriages. Because what I've been seeing that ain't healthy, y'all, I am so grateful that not only did my body, but God said no. Because to be a single mother, to be purposely left or intentionally left to be a single mother, I can go and do in vitro artificial insemination and do that perfectly on my own. But to be left like that, that's a load I don't want. And obviously God knew I wouldn't be able to deal with that. Because you leaving, they going with you. I think that's what a lot of women really should start looking at. Oh, he want to leave? Let him take him too. Okay. So what? Go ahead and pay for daycare. You gotta work. Yeah, go ahead. Healthy husbands and wives, though, they know it's a partnership. You get home before I do, then you start dinner. Or you start helping them with the homework, and then I will be there in a little while to start dinner. We doing this together because I want you around for a long time, as long as possible. I'm not going to put all that on you to say that's what you do. You go and work, and then you come home and you got 20 more jobs, and I'm sitting. That ain't healthy. That's why I love looking at the healthy folk. Oh, the times. Woo! The husband is to cherish and love his wife as our Creator loved the church and gave himself for her. That's in Ephesians 5:25. The wife is now in union with him, called to support the leadership. Doesn't mean that she doesn't know and that she has no say. That is not what that says. We both have a brain. Women have the ability to use both sides. All of it. Okay. When a couple follows God's blueprint for marriage, they begin building a love that can truly last a lifetime and fight against the enemy. Hey, Delia World. Thanks for speaking. This week's Dare for this 3 out of 4 that I'm doing today, it says, is there a leaving issue you haven't conquered yet? We talked about that. Confess it to your spouse today and resolve to make it right. Follow this with a commitment to your spouse and to God to make your marriage the top priority over every other human relationship. As I say, you work harder on your marriage than you do your job. You work harder on yourself than you do your job. All right? I think I'm going to go inside because I forgot the book. But I'll be right back for number 4. And then I'm going to go and see what else I need to write to get these done. Because I have to do 365 where, yeah, that was the agreement. I appreciate your time. Thank you for gifting it to me. Walk in love, talk in love, look in love, speak in love, do everything with love, lead in love, and with love, follow in love, and with love. Now I'm going to come back outside. The birds are singing. Be love.